And good Thursday morning. This is episode
And
12
good
slash 13 of the Inside Drive right here inside the Turn Up Studios. The reason why it's episode 12 slash 13 is we are going to air this same episode on Tuesday. Got to go to Atlanta and get an MRI, so I won't be back in time to record the episode live. So some of the things on this episode, if you watch it on Tuesday, are going to be confusing because it's going to sound like it's away from the past, which technically it is. Got Jay Henley in studio with us today, and we're going to be talking. I'm going to start with a little bit of baseball here in a minute. Then we're going to be talking a lot of football as we always do, but of course, a huge event starts tomorrow. We're going to dive into that just a little bit. But first, need to mention our sponsors. Golf Plus, located over there in the Edgewater Shopping Plaza. The only place to take your clubs for repair. The only place to go get fit. The only place to buy your merchandise, hats, balls, gloves, clubs, whatever it may be. Golf Plus can take care of you. We're going to talk about a pretty exciting contest that we're going to be doing as well from Golf Plus. I appreciate Alan always supporting the Inside Drive and this really awesome Ryder Cup bag. We'll talk about that here in a second as well. That's not the contest giveaway. We've got another contest giveaway that's pretty sweet as well. And then, of course, Panhandle Credit Union. They're all about the quality relationships they have with the community. Whether it is sponsoring an event, donating to a cause, providing loan options, or setting people up with great banking products. Panhandle Credit Union is here to serve those who live, work, worship, or attend school in Bay and other surrounding counties. Together, Panhandle Credit Union builds community. Visit panhandlecu.org or swing by any location to join. Jay, how we doing on this wet Thursday?
Oh, it is wet outside.
I don't know. It was falling from the sky when I started driving here today. We hadn't seen it in a long time. I've been wearing this since I think like August 18th, something like that.
Okay.
And this is the first day I've had to like try to avoid rain.
Yeah.
And that's, I think prior to that, it really hasn't rained since like July.
That's insane.
I know we desperately need some rain out there. Obviously, it's coming down pretty good. So be safe while you're driving out there. It was piling up a little bit there on 15th Street.
Yes, sir.
But how are you doing?
Mighty fine, Ryan. How about you?
Fine. I'm doing good. Doing good. As I mentioned, this will be the same episode on Tuesday as it is today. Have you been paying attention to any of the baseball action, Jay?
I know the Braves are terrible. I do know
They've been
that.
terrible for a little while. But the big dumper, he made some home run history last night. He entered last night 2 home runs shy of the exclusive 60 home run club. He is now the 7th member of the all-time 60 home run club. He hit 59 and 60 last night, the same night that the Mariners clinched their first AL West title since 2001. One of your favorite baseball players is probably part of that 2001 division-winning team. Like I said, he hit 59 and 60 last night. He's the first non-Yankee American leaguer to reach 60 home runs. And obviously, he's certainly the first switch-hitting catcher to reach 60 home runs. And now he's the slight AL MVP favorite over Aaron Judge. And he's also has 3 games left to beat the AL record of Aaron Judge of 62. I think Aaron Judge is hanging out around 53, 54, something like that. But obviously, Aaron Judge, he's had multiple 60 home run seasons. He's just been very dominant the last several years. Do you think that the big dumper, Cal Raleigh, is deserving of the MVP over Judge, even though Judge is having another Judge-type season?
Yeah, I mean, so Cal's a catcher, right?
Catcher and a switch hitter.
See, I mean,
and their team won the division.
Right.
The Yankees have not won the division. Yeah, I don't even know if they still have a chance to win the division.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays, I think, might have clinched.
I think so.
On that. Yeah,
I agree. I mean,
I agree.
A catcher and
just on the catcher part alone.
Yeah.
And I think I heard something. It was either 38 or 48 games where he hit a home run. He was catching that game as well.
Yeah.
Which obviously is probably a little bit tougher to do.
And he's a Seminole, right?
Is he?
I think he did play at Florida
You're right.
State.
You're right. Yeah, I remember watching, and he won the home run derby as well.
He did.
So he's having a spectacular season.
Yeah.
And just one of the greatest nicknames in sports right now as well. So did want to mention too, hopefully Michigan Eddie is not listening, as the Detroit Tigers, who were so far ahead earlier this year, have had one of the biggest collapses in Major League Baseball. Jim Brandt's Cleveland Guardians beat the Tigers for a second straight game last night, giving Cleveland a 1-game lead in the AL Central. If the season ended today, Detroit's collapse would be the worst in modern MLB history. It is possible the Tigers missed the postseason entirely. They were up 15.5 games on the Guardians and dropped that all the way to now. The Guardians have a chance to clinch that division.
Oh my God!
Hence hence the possible largest collapse in Major League Baseball history.
Yeah.
What would you rather be? Your team just suck and not be good like the Rockies and the Marlins have been, or would you want your team to be way ahead but then collapse and maybe miss the playoffs? What would be preferable for you?
Ooh,
I know I would rather just be crappy than,
I would too.
than feel really good. Oh, we're going to make the playoffs. We may win the World Series, and then just goes away. So, yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. Do want to mention real quick our sweet giveaway courtesy of Alan Watson and Golf Plus. If you are an NFL and golf fan, which I know there's a lot of you out there, he provided us with this really, really sweet NFL golf ball board that has all 32 teams on it. Don't know what I'm going to do to give it away yet, but stay tuned as, again, I appreciate Alan Watson for bringing this to us and allowing us to give it away to one of our amazing fans, and we appreciate you tuning in. And then, of course, Jay, what's in front of us right here?
Oh, USA Ryder Cup bag. Jeez.
The official USA Ryder Cup bag. If you can look closely, this thing has got some pretty impressive detail, like on the side of this bag right here, all the embroidery or whatever that is. They got a big eagle on the backside. And this is the exact bag that Team USA is going to be playing with starting tomorrow.
So cool.
It's a beautiful bag. And I believe it is for sale at Golf Plus if you're a collector of some pretty cool golf stuff. I know you got the major bags that TaylorMade, Callaway, all those big time companies do. But this is a almost like a piece of art.
Yeah.
Just be really cool to add to a collection, add to your offers, whatever it may be.
Beautiful.
I don't know what the price is. I know it is made by Swag, which is a newer golf kind of accessory company, because a golf bag would be considered an accessory.
Yeah.
But just a beautiful, beautiful bag. It's got the Ryder Cup logo on it. Speaking of the Ryder Cup, Jay, what are your thoughts before we get started? Obviously, the opening ceremonies take place later on today. Who do you think is going to win this Ryder Cup? We'll get into some details here in a second.
I don't know. I mean, 11 of the 12 Europeans are coming back from 2 years ago, right?
It's pretty much the same team that beat us over there in Europe.
Yeah, and then Luke Donald gets a chance to be a captain again, and that rarely happens.
Yeah. Don't have very back-to-back captains.
Who was our captain 2 years ago? I hate to
the
put
Wet
you on
Noodle.
The spot.
I got it. The Wet Noodle. He won the Masters. He was not motivational.
Yeah, I remember that. I can't even remember.
I'm trying to give you some hints.
I know.
He was one of the first guys after Payne Stewart to use the Seymour putter.
Yeah, you're not helping me.
Lays up on par fives. That's how he won the Masters that one year. He laid up on every par five throughout the entire tournament. I'm out of hints at this point.
Yeah, tell me.
He's got the same last name as Dustin.
Oh, Zach Johnson.
Yes,
Thank you.
Zach Johnson.
I mean, that's how forgettable he is, right?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
If we still had him as the captain, I would have no confidence this year up there at Bethpage Black. But, Keegan, a lot of pressure on Keegan, obviously, with what happened in our last Ryder Cup overseas or across the pond, as you say.
Yeah.
That was not a good showing for us. There was some drama throughout as well. But this is going to be probably one of the more intense Ryder Cups that we've had in a long, long time. Not just because of the competition, but because where it's located. Obviously, New York sports fans are a special breed of fan.
Yeah.
And the heckling and the chanting, I got to imagine, is going to be wild. I said it on Tuesday, and I'll say it again, but if you are, don't watch golf, you find it boring, whatever it may be, this Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It's going to be intense. It's going to be loud. It's going to be fun. You're going to see these guys showing emotion after doing stuff that you don't ever typically see. A lot of new faces, too, on that Ryder Cup squad. I thought I had the entire
Would you
thing.
consider the New York fan base kind of the 15th club for the Americans?
Yeah. No, I would think so. I would think so. And you know who's probably going to take the brunt of that?
Who?
Rory.
Yeah, I agree.
Public enemy #1 up there at Bethpage Black this particular next couple days.
DeChambeau did mention that he will be in Rory's ear if he gets paired with Rory.
Which I love that.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. However, I don't like the interviews. They've built this up, right? And it's been nothing but Luke Donald and Keegan interviewing, kind of like what we're doing here.
Yeah.
And it is nothing more than Luke saying, "I love Keegan," and then Keegan's like, "Oh, Luke, I love you
talk
too."
some shit. Come on now.
Yeah, come on. Let's get this thing going.
It's gonna get sparked. What do you think about, like, Justin Thomas? Obviously, his name has kind of been synonymous with the Ryder Cup the last several Ryder Cups. Obviously, a fiery player. I can see a lot of moments in my head where he's, doing stuff after a huge made putt or whatever it is. Who's going to have to be that guy for Team USA this year? I'll give you the roster real quick. Obviously, Scotty, Schauffele, Spawn, Henley, DeChambeau, English. Actually, I apologize. Justin Thomas was a captain's pick. I didn't even know he made the Ryder Cup team. So there you go. My question is moot. Who do you think is going to be the best performing rookie this year?
Well, all right. So I'll
Sam
follow
Burns.
up with Keith, and I'll say Russell Henley.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Ben Griffin, who's arguably playing the best golf, going into this Ryder Cup as a lot of these other American players.
Maybe, but I think Russell. I mean, he's not a rookie though. That's the thing. He's like 40 years old.
Yeah.
And so it'll be interesting to see. But they talk about these nerves that happen on Friday morning. And these guys do this every week. It's interesting.
It's just different when you're playing for your country.
Yeah, I can see that.
Versus just playing for yourself or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And, there's the President's Cup too. And the President's Cup's great, but it is not the Ryder Cup.
Right.
For some reason, the Ryder Cup, which started, I think, in like 1937, and the guy who started it, his last name was Ryder. And that's why the Ryder Cup is named Ryder Cup, because it's after that particular gentleman.
Right.
What about Team Europe? You got McIlroy, McIntyre, Fleetwood, Rose, Højgaard, Hatton, Lowry, Straka, Oberg, Hovland, your boy, Fitzpatrick, Rahm, and obviously Captain Luke Donald. Who do you think is going to be one of the players to carry that European team?
Ooh, probably Rahm, most likely. I don't know. When you look at the Europeans, like they've got the beards, they're bigger than us, like, statue wise. Like, I mean, think Lowry. I mean, he's going to drink you under the table with Guinness every time.
I don't think they're supposed to be drinking Guinness out there while they're playing.
Well, I'm just talking like 100%. He's going to outdrink you with Guinness.
I mean, a lot of those guys are probably, Rose too. He's an Englishman, loves beer.
Sepp Straka, I mean, he's like 6'4", 260. I'm just glad we're
another Georgia guy.
Yeah.
Another Georgia guy. I mean,
I'm just glad we're not going fist to fist with him. Let's just say that.
Especially Tyrell Hatton.
Oh, we may go fist to fist this week. Nah,
he's a hothead. I can't wait to watch him play a little bit.
He is a hothead.
Yeah, he's gotten himself into a little bit of some trouble occasionally. But I mean, this is the one time these guys can kind of, for lack of a better term, not have to kind of be professional. That's probably not the right word, but
it's a gentleman's game.
Yeah, they don't have to be calm. I mean, not that these guys are calm all the time, but they can kind of let out the emotion,
right?
Celebrate more, talk a little more crap. Yeah. That's one of the things that's just my favorite for the Ryder Cup.
Well, and I think the last interview I did see is where Keegan and Luke basically was like, it doesn't matter what happened this week, but on Sunday night, we're going to sit down and have a drink together, We'll see if that drink happens. Yeah, that drink's not going to happen.
Not together. Obviously, the winning team's certainly going to be celebrating for sure. Did you see I don't know if you saw the picture from the opening ceremonies where all the guys are with their wives, and then I believe it was Xander and I think hold on. I don't want to be accurate at this because it was pretty funny. I think I shared it last night. But let's see. Yes. Who was it? They all were wearing their suits and all that stuff. But anyway, two of the guys, I can't find it. Two of the guys, I think it was Schauffele and somebody else, had their arms locked for the picture where everybody else was with their wives taking the picture.
Yeah.
And then it was Schauffele and somebody. It might have been Sam Burns, but it was just funny because it reminded me of, Fowler, who was, always there and he didn't have a significant other.
Right. DeChambeau doesn't either.
That's who it was.
Oh, okay.
That's who it was. Yeah. It was Schauffele and DeChambeau.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's too busy hitting ping pong balls up on the.
He's too busy making extra money off of YouTube. Off of YouTube. But yeah, I'm excited about it. Let's talk about some of the. Just who do you think is going to win outright? I'll tell you what the odds are here on the outright win. Okay. So Europe is plus 150, USA is minus 145, and then if you're feeling like gambling, you could bet the tie 14-14 at plus 1,300. Because one team, Europe has to get to X amount of points to retain the cup, and then USA I think has to get a half point more, might be 14.5. And Europe might just have to get to 13.5 to retain the cup, and USA has to get more to win the cup back.
Yeah. Well, we lead and don't there's this is 45th, right? I think we've won 27 times.
Yeah.
And so
It's just lately, especially over in Europe, we have not done well.
So back in the 80s or 90s, they changed it to where like more of the continent of Europe became, so there's more opportunities and more players for
more
Europe.
competition.
More competition. Because you can look to see like Europe has handed our rear end to us for the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really been a while. Hopefully we can get the cut back on American soil in, the heart of the Statue of Liberty. Obviously Staten Island's closer to the Statue of Liberty, not Long Island, but yeah.
Well, with you being from up there though, Mulvey, Farmington, New York? Farmingdale.
Yep.
Now is that upstate or is
that's on Long Island?
Okay.
It's on like the western side of Long Island.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, and then obviously the far eastern side of Long Island is where the Hamptons are and all that stuff, and some of the most expensive golf clubs to join. Bethpage Black is part of the New York State Park system, so it is a public golf course.
Yeah.
They've got black, blue, and I think they've got green as well. There's not just the black course, but black course obviously notorious for being one of the most difficult golf courses in the entire world. It's played several U.S. Opens there, but never had hosted a Ryder Cup. And I remember when they announced this one, I got real excited because it's a great golf course for match play because I prefer difficult golf courses for match play. And the Europeans typically narrow the fairways and slow down the greens. And the Americans typically widen the fairways and speed up the greens because that's where they, that Americans have grown up playing, big wide courses, but always played on super fast greens versus the European courses are definitely not as fast.
Yeah.
Just a little bit different types of grass and soils and climates over there.
Hey, so I'm watching this show last night and it's a couple from Jersey. And this
Dirty Jers, where many murders occur.
There you go. That's right. And so they're at this kind of set the stage,
set the mood.
They're at this Manhattan like high end restaurant. They're talking to this other couple, and the couple that's from Manhattan was like, "Hey, where are y'all from?" And the woman from Jersey, right, with the couple. The guy was like, "Well, we're from New Jersey," and like she hits him and sounds like, "Don't tell them we're from Jersey." I'm like, what's up with that?
It's just that New York, New Jersey kind of across the Hudson's. Comparing kind of like the beach in town.
Oh, okay.
New Jersey and New York, they're two completely different places. And the Hudson River divides them. But yeah, it's just kind of, and the whole football side of things, you got the Jets and the Giants. I obviously am a Niners fan because I moved there from the Bay Area.
Yeah.
But the Jets, you're either a Jets fan or a Giants fan. You're either a Yankees fan or a Mets fan. You're either a Devils fan or a Rangers fan. You're either a Knicks fan or a Nets fan. There's just like a hard line in the soil, and it's the Hudson River.
I got you.
What's funny too, this is a little side story. I worked on the north end of the Jersey Shore at Deal Country Club for 2 summers, and the Jersey Shore is obviously a vacation area. It goes all the way from the middle of the state all the way down to Cape May at the bottom.
Yeah.
And the majority of the people that stay on the Jersey Shore in the summertime are New Yorkers. So even though it's in New Jersey, it's basically like a New York takeover in the summertime.
Gotcha.
And they call them bennies and other sorts of different things.
Okay.
There's such a New Jersey, New York kind of divide. So, yeah. Good question. Okay. You saw it on a show?
Yeah, it was just random. I was like,
that is super random, especially with the Ryder Cup right around the corner.
I know.
USA top point scorer Scotty Scheffler is the best or the lowest odds at plus 225, followed by Bryson DeChambeau. Then Xander Schauffele, Cantley, Cousin Russell is 9-1. Jay, why do we call him Cousin Russell?
Because he has same last name as me.
But he's missing a letter.
The D is silent.
The D is silent, but just in his.
Yeah.
Cousin Russell.
Yeah.
9-1. Justin Thomas 10-1. Burns 10-1. Cam Young, Morikawa both 12-1. And then Ben Griffin rookies plus 1750, so almost 18-1 on that. That might be worth a bet. Sometimes these rookies don't know about the right, like don't get the same kind of pressure as these guys that have done it before. And then JJ Spawn is 20-1, Harris English is 25-1. Who do you think, if I had to put you on the spot? I don't think it's going to be Scotty Scheffler because it typically, remember when Tiger used to play in the Ryder Cups, it was never the best player in the world that usually won all their matches and scored the most points. It was always either somebody, you kind of expected or somebody you didn't expect. Give me a USA name to have the most points scored in the foursomes, four-ball. And obviously, that's got to coincide with somebody you think is going to be playing in all 5 matches.
My theory is if Scotty Scheffler does not go 4-0, we don't win the Ryder Cup.
I like that.
That's
a good take.
Yeah. So I do.
So he'll sit out one of the team matches.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I also think there is a rumor going around that perhaps Russell and Scotty are gonna be paired
together
tomorrow morning.
That's one of the most important jobs as a captain, is putting the right 2 people together, because it's different. It's different than any other format these guys play on tour, where you're either playing, a better ball of partners, where Jay and I are partners. We each tee off, and then we play our own ball out all the way through the hole, and whoever has the lowest score, that's what counts. And then if you beat the other 2 guys, then you win a point. If you lose, you don't get a point. If you tie, you get a half a point. And then what's the foursomes format, Jay?
I was about to ask you. So that's 4-ball, where we just play.
Yeah, you're playing your own ball. Low ball wins the group. Foursomes is your traditional alternate shot.
Okay.
Which most golf clubs, when they have an alternate shot tournament, it's a modified alternate shot where both players tee off. You select the best drive, and then whoever's drive you select, you alternate, because it's just so true. Alternate shots, one of the hardest formats you could possibly play.
Yeah.
But if we were playing, we would decide on the first tee, I'm gonna take the even holes, you're gonna take the odd holes, and then you just play alternate shot. I hit the tee shot, you hit the next one, I hit the next one, you hold it out for birdie. That was a par 5.
Right.
If you were keeping track.
Yeah.
But a very, very nerve-wracking format, because obviously you're not just playing for yourself, but your tee shot matters for your partner, which is kind of, I talked about this on Tuesday, it's kind of wild that it's, you play your own ball all the time, and foursomes really isn't that much different because you're still hitting the shot, but for some reason it just adds a little more pressure because now there's somebody else that's reliant on you, not just yourself.
You got that
right. So that's
right.
where it's a little bit different. You ever played a true alternate shot?
I have.
It's stressful.
It's very stressful.
Very, very stressful.
Yeah.
All right, you still didn't give me an answer. You said Scotty Scheffler. If he doesn't go 4-0, the USA loses the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
So is he going to be your most point scorer?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
He's going to have to obviously play well.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on Scotty to kind of probably carry this U.S. team.
Yeah.
Scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Ryder Cup's tied going into the Sunday singles match.
Okay.
Your team USA. You're Keegan Bradley. I'm Luke Donald.
Okay.
I put out Rory McIlroy in the first match. Who are you matching with?
Oh, dang.
This is the type of things that the captains have to deal with.
I mean, let's go straight to it since we know it. I mean, you got to put DeChambeau out there.
I like it.
He's already said he's going to talk smack to him, so let's let him do it.
You just got to back up that smack talk with your play on the golf course.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the tough thing. I mean, we'll learn about the pairings as I think they put them out. I don't know if they do them tonight or tomorrow morning. I think they do them tonight.
4 o'clock today.
There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then it starts early, so if you want to get up early, you can see some coverage. I think Peacock's carrying it the whole time, and I think USA is the bulk of the coverage. Obviously, the Ryder Cup actually starts at 7 a.m. Eastern time, so 6 a.m. or 6 a.m. Central time here.
Yeah.
And then it goes, I believe it's foursomes or 4-ball, foursomes, 4-ball, singles on Sunday.
Yep.
And really fair to say that the Ryder Cup is either won or lost in the singles matches?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because you've got, 16 points available in the singles matches?
Yeah.
So you can, and that's like what happened to us at Medina several years ago, is we were way ahead coming out of the team matches and then just completely collapsed against the Europeans in the singles.
Yep.
And it was, we all thought we were going to win that Ryder Cup, and then
boom.
Just went away. And that's, it gets back to it's never over till it's over.
That's right.
But again, I highly encourage, even if you're not a golf fan, check out some of the Ryder Cup, especially the Sunday singles matches. You're going to want to see some enthusiastic fans, some exciting stuff coming out of these golfers. And it's just sporting events, Jay. Where's the Ryder Cup for you? Not just in golf, but all sporting events, like big-time sporting events.
Well, I mean, fortunately, I was 19 in 1999 when that big deal happened with Ben Crenshaw. I think Crenshaw was our captain then.
Yep.
And then, of course, we've talked about it before on Saturday night. He told everybody, he's like, I got a good feeling about this. And we were down big time.
Big time.
So
there's a great doc on this. I think it's
Oh,
either a
yeah.
30 for 30 or a
Yeah.
new 60. It's
So
great.
that defined me being 19 and just so into golf at the time, and so Ryder Cup's huge for me. I mean, it's
Yeah.
bigger than
That was
the Super
Justin
Bowl
Leonard,
or-
right? Dropping that bomb.
Yeah, yeah.
Those ugly, ugly shirts.
We had some hideous shirts then. Had the long sleeves, like the old Ashworth shirts.
Freddie.
We're kind of dating ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I've carried Ashworth a couple places I worked.
Yeah.
It was, wasn't great, but it's
But, you know,
thick.
back then, you had them all the way
The
down.
sleeves
to
went
here.
past your elbows. Yeah.
Everybody had the.
Yep.
You got
And now they make them like muscle shirts.
yeah.
Times have certainly changed. So
Yeah.
you'd put Ryder Cup's pretty high up there for you.
Yeah. How about you?
I mean, I think I'd probably still have the Super Bowl higher than the Ryder Cup, but the Ryder Cup's just so different because it's for USA.
Yeah.
And obviously, with everything going on in our country right now, I think a Ryder Cup victory would certainly go a long way.
Right.
I would like to think so anyway. But definitely looking forward to the Ryder Cup. There is lots of different things you can bet on Hard Rock. If you don't have a Hard Rock account and would like a Hard Rock account, please reach out to me. Referrals gets both you and me $50 to bet with. But the schedule, it gets going. There's a lot of different things. You can bet on day 2, or you can bet on day 1 who wins, day 2 who wins, day 3 who wins. And then, of course, you can bet on the entire Ryder Cup. You can bet on the correct score, too. Those odds are pretty crazy. And then you can also bet on the, like we already asked, the USA total point score, the Europe total point score, and then the overall total point score. Of course, Scotty and Rory are 1 and 2 on that one. Scotty is pretty far ahead. Rory's 9-1. That may not be that's pretty good value.
That's pretty good value.
Because, I mean, obviously, depending on how these matches go. But again, a lot of coverage, a lot of golf. Looking very, very much forward to it. Hard to believe it's here already. Last week of September. October is next Wednesday. So, yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
Yep.
High school, college, or NFL? Where do you want to start?
Oh, boy. Yeah, let's go NFL.
All right. And just going different than we normally do. Obviously, this is one of the most epic sports weekends we've had in a long time. Got a big game coming up tonight for the NFC West. The 2-1 Seahawks take on the 2-1 Cardinals. Seahawks a slight favorite on the road out there down there in Arizona, in Glendale, where the State Farm Stadium is. And then Sunday, you've got Niners, Jags, Vikings, Steelers, Chargers, Giants, Texans, Titans, Commanders, Falcons, Saints, Bills. It's a big spread. 15.5 the Bills are favored by against the Saints. The Eagles, Bucks, one of the better games coming up on Sunday. Browns, Lions, Panthers, Patriots, Colts, Rams, Ravens, Chiefs, another big-time game. Can the Ravens and the Chiefs get to – one of them's obviously going to get to 500. One of them is going to be 1-3, probably for the first time in a long time. Packers, Cowboys, that's your Sunday night game. And then Bears, Raiders finish off your afternoon slate. And we got the dual Monday night football games coming up. You got Jets, Dolphins, and Bengals, Broncos. Bengals still got, I believe, Jake Browning at the helm, even though they got absolutely shellacked last week by the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, some big-time college football coming up this weekend. Starts tomorrow night as well. The number 8 ranked Florida State Seminoles will travel up to Charlottesville for their first ACC game against Virginia. And then you've also got tomorrow night TCU taking on Arizona State. Some big-time games coming up this weekend. Try to do them in order. All them Auburn's at the top for me because it's a favorite. USC and Illinois kick off the big noon kickoff at 11 a.m. USC is a 6.5-point favorite. Illinois trying to bounce back after that drumming they took from Indiana this past. I think it was 56-10. Notre Dame and Arkansas also play at 11 a.m. Ohio State and Washington get going at 2:30. LSU and Ole Miss at 2:30 as well. Lane Kiffin obviously has expressed his disappointment that it is an afternoon game versus every time they go to LSU, they have to play at night in Death Valley. That's obviously a big SEC implication game. We've also got Tennessee and Mississippi State. Mississippi State, kind of a surprise. I don't know if surprise is the right word, but 4-0, and Tennessee is 3-1. Mississippi State trying to see if they can pull off an upset there in Starkville. Tennessee is a 7.5-point favorite in that one. And then two great games. Unfortunately, they're at the same time. I hate when they do this. Excuse me. One of them is the Ducks traveling all the way from Eugene to Happy Valley and Penn State. That's a 3 versus 6 matchup, big time Big Ten matchup as well. It's a whiteout there at night in Beaver Stadium.
Ducks typically fly south, right?
Typically, yeah, for the winter, yeah. And we're getting closer to that winter.
Close to that.
Yeah, not very often they just make a beeline straight east.
To Penn State.
Yeah,
Crazy.
to the state of Pennsylvania. Penn State's a 3.5-point favorite at home in front of that raucous whiteout crowd. I love when Penn State does whiteouts. It's so cool looking, so intimidating. But, obviously Oregon has played some big games in recent years, and Dan Lanning's got them playing good football. What do you think?
It depends if Oregon comes out with black jerseys or not. Are they gonna, offset the white with the black?
Oregon's got a million different jersey combinations because of the whole Nike thing. So that'd be wild to see what they come out with. It's probably gonna be pretty cool.
They've always had they do green and black, and
I think a all black would be pretty cool.
Oh, it would be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then just have the O on the helmet green, everything else black.
Yeah, that'd look good.
Yeah. Take our advice, Ducks. I mean, I'm sure they already got it planned out, but
Right.
And then we're going to find out a little bit about where Alabama is. Obviously, that big loss to Florida State to kick off the season, and they've had a couple lower tiered opponents that they got through easily. Georgia's off to a good start, 3-0 after that big victory against Tennessee. Being the Georgia fan you are, Jay, what do you think about this game? We don't really know who is Alabama. We don't really know.
Yeah.
Obviously, is Florida State really, really good, or is Alabama just okay? Obviously, that was a few weeks ago, but obviously a huge game in the SEC. The Dogs are favored 3.5 at home.
It's such a toss-up, but
usually,
it is. It is. I mean, but I think DeBoer probably, we may hand him a few more weeks left up there in Tuscaloosa after this.
Give me a score prediction.
Oh, man. I say it goes into OT and Bama kicks a field goal to win it.
Oh, so you said DeBoer's getting a few more weeks.
Yeah, we'll give him a few more
weeks.
weeks.
You're going to lose.
Yeah, we'll give him a few more weeks.
Man, thinking Europe's going to win and the Georgia Bulldogs are going to lose.
Yeah,
Kind of pessimistic today.
Just being real.
I hear you. And then the last game that has a ranked opponent for the week is BYU at Colorado. Colorado's still trying to figure out who they are without Shedeur Sanders. Without Shedeur Sanders. Been kind of rotating through quarterbacks. They got a win last week, but BYU, a decent football team there, and seeing what they're going to do.
Now, who does Auburn have?
I don't know why that wasn't in there.
Yeah,
because it's
on your favorites.
It's at the top.
Yeah.
Auburn and Texas A&M. We're going to find out how well they can bounce back from the loss last week to Oklahoma, where, there was a bunch of controversial calls, but the big thing was, you still had an opportunity to win, but we made too many mistakes. You can't give up 9 sacks and expect to win a football game. So how does Auburn bounce back against a really good Texas A&M? Now, this matchup has kind of gone to the road team as of late more often than not, but obviously College Station is a very difficult place to play. The 12th man, the Aggies.
Yep.
Give me a thought for that one. Texas A&M is a 6.5-point favorite.
6.5-point favorite.
That's a hot afternoon game too over there in College Station. 2:30 p.m. kickoff, our time, 3:30 there. 2:30 here.
Do you feel like Auburn played good football against Oklahoma?
I feel like they didn't play their best game, but they played enough to be competitive with a good Oklahoma team.
Yeah. Maybe they get a little revenge this week and take them out.
Do you blame last week's game on the officials, or do you blame it on yourself and make the adjustments to come out and put up a good fight against Texas A&M?
Right.
I guess time will tell in that one, but I'm looking forward to that. That should be a fun game. Be competitive.
Yeah.
That's what and that's what was great about Oklahoma last week. We were competitive. We had the ball at the end of the game. We had a chance to go down and tie it, but we just couldn't do it. Auburn's got good defensive line, good cornerbacks, great wide receivers, good running backs, decent quarterback, but our offensive line is still, I think, our weak point. And that's why Jackson Arnold got sacked 9 times last game and was running around a little bit as well. But
did you notice A&M last week did they still do the money thing that Manziel did?
I have no idea.
I noticed that in a highlight last week. I was like, whoa.
Maybe it's stuck.
Maybe it is. Maybe it's a thing now.
We can ask Everett. His wife went to Texas A&M.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
If I'm correct. They still do it? They still do the money thing? Money Manziel?
Yeah.
That was a good doc. That was a good documentary as well.
Doesn't their logo kind of look like the cash symbol a little bit? Or no, maybe it's the ampersand that looks like a cash
There's no
symbol.
ampersand. It's ATM.
Oh, ATM. Okay, thank you.
Now
okay.
it clicked.
Yeah, now
There
it
you go.
clicked.
You
Thank
got it.
Sorry. Yeah. Keeping it.
If he
keeping
was,
it real.
if he played in this day and age, he would have made so much money. I mean, he still got a lot of money, but
he
had to
started NIL, right?
Yeah, he was basically NIL, but lying about the NIL. But yeah, he was a great college quarterback, but his style of play just never correlated to the NFL. All right, let's talk a little high school football, Jay, before we get into our fun Florida morning debrief stories.
Oh yeah.
Might want to look up a couple while I'm going through
You
this.
got that right.
I don't know if we don't have any Thursday night football in the area, so we'll go right to Friday. On the football side of things, you got Pensacola traveling over to Tommy Oliver Stadium to take on the 4-1 Bay Tornadoes. Where are the? Oh, that's today, so we do have Thursday night football. I apologize. I'm not doing very good with my navigating here. But yes, today, Bay and Pensacola, little Thursday night football. Bay High trying to bounce back from the loss last week. And then moving over to tomorrow, Bozeman will be traveling down to the Tiger Sharks over in Port St. Joe. Bozeman 2-3, Port St. Joe 2-2. Bozeman trying to get 500 on the year. Arnold not only welcomed Bluntstown last week, they've got another very, very difficult opponent this week with Choctaw, who's 5-0 coming into Mike Gavlak Stadium. Arnold trying to get to 2-3, but a very, very tough task ahead of them. And then Mosley welcoming a tough opponent as well. 5-0 Milton will be traveling to Tommy Oliver Stadium to take on the 4-1 Dolphins. That should be a good Friday Night Lights football game for everybody here in Bay County that wants to get out there and watch some great football. You got some great football tonight and some great football tomorrow night. So what more could you ask for? Some great high school Thursday night football and, of course, Friday Night Lights as always. Rutherford traveling to Mariana. Rutherford trying to get its first win of the season. Mariana is 1-3. And then the Battle of the Waltons. The Walton Braves 2-2 traveling to the South Walton Seahawks, who are 3-1 and off to a good start in their season. As I always say, get out there and support these young men and, of course, the women on the volleyball and the other sports side. Go support all these local youth athletes as when those stands are full, it just makes it so much better for all these kids. And, you know, if you played high school sports, you know how it is. And it's a cheap date night, too.
It is.
Good food, good company, and exciting action to go off on. Jay, you got any stories right off the jump? I see you kind of smirking over
No. I'm still looking, Ryan. I mean, I gotta dig deep here.
Dig deep. Let's see what I got. Let's see.
You would think me coming on once a week would be a lot easier. We were doing this 5 days a week.
Yeah.
Good gracious.
Yep. You would think. All right, I'll go. This gentleman's name is Mark Monjardo. He spent years confused and stigmatized by symptoms that mimicked alcoholism, slurred speech, balance issues, and the unmistakable smell of alcohol, despite not drinking. A dedicated teacher and coach, he was repeatedly called into school offices, arrested twice for DWIs, and even faced doubt from his wife, who believed he might be secretly drinking. After searching online, he discovered auto brewery syndrome.
Come on.
A rare condition where gut microbes convert carbs into alcohol, leading to real intoxication without a single drink. A glucose challenge test confirmed it. His blood alcohol spiked to 0.14 within an hour of consuming sugar. By the time he got diagnosed in 2019, Mongiardo had already sold his house and moved in with family, part of the fallout from the legal and career consequence. With felony charges pending, he couldn't pass background checks for teaching jobs and struggled to find work, eventually taking a job at Target and later moving to Florida to rebuild as a real estate agent. Now living with a strict no-carb diet and regularly checking his BAC, he hopes his story brings awareness to a condition that nearly derailed his life.
Wow.
Wow is right.
Hand me another beer.
You don't even have to.
He doesn't even have
You
to.
just eat a candy bar.
It just reminds me of the
Or a
Phil
piece of
Collins
bread.
song, like living the high life. I mean, he's just living the high life, man, and ain't even got to do anything about it.
That's wild.
That is wild. What's his BAC?
It was 0.14.
Without just 0.14. He lives at 0.14.
No. That was after like eating like some carbs or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I need you to pay closer attention to the stories.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got another good one. Only having to do this one time a week it makes my stories backlog a little bit more now.
I'm glad you got some.
All right, this is from a local 12 news. I don't know where from, but the title of this article is "Teacher Arrested for Using Poop Spray in School."
Oh, I heard about that.
Cost campus more than $50,000 in repairs. Florence, South Carolina, a teaching assistant has been arrested following a series of disturbances at a high school where a mysterious odor plagued the campus for weeks. Alexander Lewis, 32, faces charges of disturbing schools and malicious injury to property after allegedly using a poop spray designed to mimic the smell of feces. Deputies say Lewis purchased the spray online and used it multiple times between August 25th and September 9th, causing significant disruptions. The odor reportedly triggered health issues among students and staff, including headaches, nausea, and dizziness, and resulted in nearly $55,000 in inspection and air conditioning repair costs for the district. My son, his asthma has been triggered multiple times because of this, and I had to take him to the doctor 3 times, said a parent. Excuse me. In August, the district assured parents via email that inspections of the school's gas lines, propane systems, and air quality revealed no dangers. However, officials believe the odor was intentionally caused by Lewis. Lewis appeared in court where a judge set his total bond at just over $9,000. The malicious injury to personal property charge would be addressed in General Sessions Court on November 19th with the bond set at $8,000. The charge interfering with schools would be held in the Florence Magistrates Court on October 15th with a bond of $1,090.
What?
Did your high school senior class do a senior prank?
Yeah, but it's been so long ago, I can't even remember.
The only reason I remember is that was the stink bomb. You know, you get the little,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I
I wasn't a part of it, but I mean, I was there when it happened. But
Yeah.
because you could smell it, like rotten eggs. I wonder if this is similar to that.
Yeah, I don't know. But
Sounds
I mean,
like it.
Come on. I mean, the teacher had a little sense of humor. I mean, like, give him a break. I mean, $8,000 bail
Well,
bond
he's only got to pay
for
$800.
fart spray?
Poop spray, not fart spray.
Okay, poop spray.
Yes, get it right.
Yeah, okay, I got you. That's crazy.
There's some wild ones out there.
I remember water balloons being thrown and stuff like that.
Do you know that they make these water balloons that come in these packages that you just tie onto the spout and it'll like fill like 50 of them up at a time?
Yeah.
That's cheating. I
That
remember
is
when you had to get it over you remember like the little Delta sinks?
Yeah.
And you had to get it over the silver thing, turn it on, not go too fast, and then tie it around your fingers.
And if you got it too
Kids
big with water, you couldn't tie it with your finger.
Yeah.
So.
Kids, they got it too good nowadays. They
Way
didn't know
too
the
good.
struggles. You wanted to have a water balloon fight? Well, wait 2 hours because you had to fill up all the water balloons.
Right. Yeah.
But yes. So,
Goodness gracious.
you find one yet?
I have not.
All right, this is not really like crazy or silly. I thought it was just interesting. The U.S. Navy replaced costly and clunky periscope controls on submarine, which cost $38,000 each. With Xbox controllers priced at $20, the switch prompted by feedback from junior officers and sailors significantly reduced the training time from hours to minutes. Basically, they got rid of the old periscope controls and just installed Xbox
Makes
controllers,
sense.
and then boom, everybody knows how to do it without even having to take a lot of time figuring out how to do it.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not anything crazy. I just thought it was.
No, that is interesting.
Just thought it was interesting.
What is it? No, XO is PlayStation.
Yes,
Can't remember.
X square triangle, and I went from Nintendo 64 to PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3 to
Right.
PlayStation 4, and now Liam has PlayStation 5.
Once you start with one, you got to continue on.
Yep.
I mean, you can't make the change.
Nah, too big of a learning curve.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Droid users, right? Like, I mean, is there anybody that still uses Droid?
Yeah, I know
Is
a
it?
lot.
Really?
Just look at your text messages. Whoever has a green text message, that gives the signal.
I didn't think that was still around.
Samsung, it's Apple's biggest competitor.
I like watching Billy Bob Thornton on, he's
The T-Mobile commercial.
Yeah,
I don't even know where I'm at.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like he's been around forever.
But it's so wrong. Like, I mean, because Billy Bob is like bad Santa, and he's like, "Do you something about whoop up? If you want to open up a can of whoop up." I'm like, "Come on, man. Yeah, I know what you mean."
Yeah,
Like,
it just sounds
say
silly.
it. Just say it.
Scientists finally confirmed chicken came before egg, as protein OC17 in eggshells is only produced by chickens. Researchers identified Ovasledin 17, a protein found only in chickens and that triggers rapid crystallization of calcium carbonate to form strong eggshells. Without OC17, eggs as we know them could not exist, meaning the chicken had to come first in evolutionary history. You're welcome.
No way.
Solved the question that everybody wanted to know. What came first?
When's the last time you had a Mrs. Winters chicken biscuit? You ever heard of Mrs. Winters?
I'm going to go ahead and say I've never had a Mrs. Winters
Oh
chicken
my
biscuit.
Lord!
I've never even heard of a Mrs. Winters chicken biscuit.
Ooh wee!
The first chicken biscuit I ever had is when I worked my first internship in Aiken, South Carolina at Woodside Plantation Country Club. I was managing the outside services, and I was at the bag drop, and they were ordering breakfast that somebody was going to go get, which is very common. And they're like, "Do you want a Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit?" And I was like, "What is that?" They're like, "It's just a piece of chicken in it."
Is this up in Dirty Jers?
No, Aiken, South
Oh,
Carolina.
Aiken. Okay.
No,
okay.
they're dirty jers. There ain't no chicken biscuits.
Yeah. Right.
Sacrilegious. But anyway, that was my first ever chicken biscuit. So
No
I've never
kidding.
heard of Mrs. or Miss. Is
Miss
she married?
Winters? Yeah, Miss Winters.
So she's not married.
M.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not married.
Not married.
Yeah.
Not married.
Yeah.
I'm glad you knew that.
Up in Aiken, there had to be a Miss Winters back in
Is it just a brand or is it like a fast food place?
It's a fast food chicken place.
I have to find this out.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still around or not, but man, if you find one, get you some.
I just got a text from a listener. Chicken biscuits are less than, I gotta see what it said, less than bodega bagels.
Oh.
I don't know what a bodega bagel is either.
Talking about Bodega, downtown Bodega? Is it in there, Bodega?
There was, yeah. I don't think it's there anymore.
Oh.
Womp womp.
Well,
There was the bagel maker. I don't know if that's still there or not.
Right.
They had salt bagels. I'm a sucker for a salt bagel.
Never had one.
They're good. Dunkin' Donuts used to carry them back in the day, and then they discontinued them. I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a salt bagel.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
A bacon, egg, and cheese on toast. Made it myself.
Those are better. It's better on toast than a biscuit. White, wheat.
If I had sourdough, I would have went with sourdough, but I had white, so I went with white.
Gotcha. I started going with naan. NAAN. I found it at Target, and it, like for subs.
What were you doing at Target, trying to pick up chicks?
No, I don't do that at Target. No.
You don't do that at Target?
No.
It seems like a Target-rich environment, no pun intended.
Yeah, right. But is it naan or naan bread? Not NAAN.
I have no idea what you're
Anyways,
talking about.
Make a sub with that. I know how you like your chicken sandwich. What do you eat for lunch? Is it the chicken?
Lunch?
Yeah. Don't you make yourself a sandwich for lunch?
Roast beef. Yep.
Roast beef.
Yep. And I get the Cuban rolls from Publix. Those are my favorite.
Okay.
Yep. Roast beef, lettuce, onion, banana pepper, oil, vinegar, oregano, salt, pepper.
I think you got that down. Sounds pretty good. I like roast beef.
It's got protein, good protein, red meat.
Mm-hmm. Thinly sliced, or do you like it a little bit thicker?
The bacon, egg, and cheese salt bagel is the bagel I'm referring to. Our text in person here. Yeah.
Okay.
Naan bread is Indian bread.
Is it really? Thank you.
Yeah, this is a good interactive show. Remember, you were supposed to be the guy that looks at This isn't Facebook comments, though. This is just text.
I got you. Not so I am pronouncing it right then.
I don't know that. N-A-A-N.
Put it in. Go 400 conventional oven for about a minute.
What if it's a convection oven?
I don't know the difference, but
A convection oven, the air gets spun around.
oh,
A traditional oven, it just comes out of the little bars at the top and the bottom. So like a convection oven, you can cook multiple things on the rack together because the air is just moving around cooking. Whereas a traditional oven, it's just got the heat elements on the top and the bottom.
You're such a wealth of knowledge, Mulf.
I just, I like to know a little bit about a lot. I don't know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, but that's it.
I take ignorance as bliss. That's kind of the.
That's kind of your MO.
That's kind of my MO.
That's the way you like to live.
Yeah.
Hey, the less you know, the less you can get in trouble, right?
Hey, that's it. Absolutely.
Was that the Griffin High School slogan?
It was.
I bet.
We were the dumbest people in America.
According to standardized testing, which a lot of people don't like or do well on standardized testing.
Yeah. God, I hate that, man. I hate that.
Hate standardized testing, or
Well,
that
yeah,
you guys
that
were
too.
the
That
worst
too.
SAT scores in the country.
In the country. Yeah.
It doesn't bode well for the state of Georgia either, right?
No, it doesn't. Yeah, Georgia was the worst in the nation in '98, and we were the worst county in Georgia in '98.
So you were the worst of the worst.
The worst of the worst. And Honey Boo Boo, Junebug.
Yes.
Yeah, Junebug was there. She contributed to it as well.
Absolutely. See, when you bring that up, it makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense.
But hey, she went from not to hot.
She was a grade older than you, right?
She graduated with me.
Oh, so you guys are the same year.
I don't know if at least I graduated. I don't think she graduated. Yeah.
And because, she's a train wreck, she's made a ton of money capitalizing on her trashy life.
She has.
And it wasn't her, it was her kid that kind of got her started, right? Because wasn't she in like Toddlers and Tiaras or something like that?
That's right. That's right.
Honey Boo Boo. Yeah, and then Mama June was the spin-off off of that. Yep. You watched it, didn't you?
Nah, a little bit.
And you're like, I went to school with her.
Yeah.
And you're like, look at her now.
She got married right down there on that beach. She sure did.
That's right.
Just about a year ago.
You know a lot, and that's not Sugar Bear, right? Sugar Bear's he's gone.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
It's one of the shows I used to watch because it just made you feel better about yourself. And then the fact that you actually know her personally is my favorite part of this
it's
whole
great.
thing.
You can't make this up.
No, literally, you can't. You cannot.
Oh.
Not the most famous person that's come out of Griffin, though, right? Or is she?
Wyoming Tyus, Olympic runner.
There you
go. Yeah. Other than that, that's about it. Bill Haston. He was I don't know if a waterhead is the right word to use, but he was the longest living waterhead.
Fun fact
in the world.
In the
world.
Wow.
Yeah, Bill Haston. Actually, where they play football, that's Bill Haston Field. Actually, they named a field over Bill Haston.
Gotcha.
So,
when's the last time you've been to Griffin High School?
Ooh, it's been a while.
Since you graduated, or have you been back?
No.
No to what?
Say what?
No to what? That since you graduated high school, or you've been back since then?
No, I haven't been back to Griffin High School. No.
I didn't know what that was.
What about Jersey though? Have you been back to Jersey?
No, I haven't been back to Jersey in forever. I think
Is there a 25-year class reunion coming up?
I don't know. We've been to best 10 and 20, so maybe we have to go to my 30 year, which will be in 2033.
You got to.
I hope to. I just hope to be able to. That would be that'd be good. That's the goal I'll work towards.
You've experienced some Southern class reunions. It's time to experience a Northern class reunion.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So
maybe we'll take you. You can experience the Northeast. And then give them a little Southern charm.
It's like I said, anytime I go north of that Mason-Dixon line, they just like, hey, just keep talking. Just keep talking to me. I'm like, all right, I'll keep talking.
Quote Varsity Blues and just keep talking.
That's right.
Just a quick reminder, it's not an official contest yet, but I'm going to come up with something as appreciate Alan from Golf Plus giving us this sweet NFL golf ball display. It's got all 32 teams in it. Pay attention to our Facebook page and other social media accounts as I'll come up with something on there for you guys to get the opportunity. You can, of course, go visit Golf Plus as well. Alan let us have this beautiful, beautiful USA actual bag that they're playing with during the Ryder Cup on display on the show today. So, again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. One more time, this will be the same show. At this point, you'll know. But this will be the same show that we air on Tuesday. So a lot of the stuff earlier is going to be in the past now at that point. So we appreciate you hanging out with Jay and I. We appreciate everybody who jumped on YouTube and Facebook And of course, it'll be posted tomorrow as well on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast shows. So again, appreciate all of our followers, all of our sponsors. We'll have another American Charlie's Athlete of the Week next week. I'll announce that probably on Monday, although I'll be out of town. We'll still be able to announce it. Go out and watch some high school football tonight, and go out and watch some high school football tomorrow night. Jay?
Yes.
Appreciate you coming in. Anything you want to leave the folks with?
Just keep loving on people. That's all I can say.
Just be kind.
Be kind. That's it.
Wave at people. Say hi to people.
Yep.
Call somebody you haven't called in a long, long time.
Amen.
You never know what people are going through. It might mean the world to them.
Yep.
Again, thank you all so much, and we'll see you live next Thursday.